Yo,
Hey
what's up?
family, welcome back to another day, another week. We're super excited to be back,
Yeah.
continuing with the quarantine madness. Today we'll be talking about how to keep sane during the quarantine, which we all need. Allison Bella is 7 months old. That's our
And
baby.
she's going stir crazy.
She's going crazy. So I
Jeez.
know you guys who are privileged to have older kids, they're probably doing the same thing. We're all eating snacks every other minute of the day. I got smart. I stopped buying the quarantine snacks. This week, my basket was full of produce. You hear me? Fruits, vegetables. I know he looked at me crazy when I walked in the house with bags full of green stuff and colorful fruit.
Y'all know me. I love snacks. I always got snacks.
Yeah, didn't
Always.
buy them. No, not this week. We will stay nice looking and healthy. Not saying that if you're, eating snacks, you're not nice looking. This is what we want to do. So, did you just say you're going to go to the store? It just hit me. He's not. We're just going to talk and touch a little bit on how to keep sane during this quarantine. And this is going to be one of our most transparent talks, or more transparent talks. If you know anything about us as well, you know that we don't mind telling the naked truth.
We don't.
Plug, hashtag, go back and watch the videos. We don't mind just keeping it real.
Yeah.
And so, while you're in something, you don't really see the beauty of it until you get out of it. But over the last few years, we've been together 7 years, maybe?
Yeah. 7 years.
Jeez. Over
Dated
the last...
one, engaged for 1, married for 5, almost. So
almost 7 years we've been together. And the thing is, we've experienced so many times when we've been in a crisis. And we've also almost I wouldn't say we've mastered it, but we've had to learn how to stay sane, how to still go to work, how to still love each other, how to live in the same household when you're in a crisis. And so we feel like this topic will be perfect to kind of pour into you guys this week on. We've lost babies. We've had, we should tell our stories one day. We've lost jobs. We have been in places where we didn't even know where we would lay our head at night. We'll tell this story one day, but that was within the last 2 years.
Yeah.
We've kind of just learned how to keep it. I don't know. And I feel like I'm getting emotional. I didn't expect to get emotional during this, but we've learned how to just stay hopeful in a time of a crisis, and to know that God has more for us than what we're currently facing at the time. And so, I guess I kind of dived into our first point without even realizing it. The way we were able to stay sane in a crisis is we always had hope, man.
To have hope.
We always had faith. We always knew that even though it's dark, even though, we don't even know what we're going to do tomorrow, we just had hope that it would get better.
Now, that doesn't mean having hope is easy. Like, you hear, oh, we're going to have hope, and you think rainbows, and, bro.
Hope is hard.
Hope is hard, man.
Yeah.
Hope is hard. It's hard to have hope. But it's sometimes at the end of the day, it's all you have.
Man.
That's all you have. All you have is to believe God and believe that He's going to change your situation. That's all you have at the end of the day. What else are you going to go on?
Yeah.
And so sometimes, all the times, He should always be your stability. He should always be your focal point. But also with that, I think that He gives us the tangible. He gives us tangible ways of relief. He gives us family. He gives us friends. He gives us laughs. He gives us phone calls at the right moment. He gives us asked out to dinners at the right moment with the right people.
That's good, babe.
Except no wrong dinners. You're going to end up in the wrong dinner.
Yeah.
No, seriously. God, He's a good father.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And also, for you married people, or even if you're there with your family, or even if you're there alone, and you have community elsewhere, I think it's so important to cling to the people that you love. as we've experienced crisis, and of course none of us have ever experienced what we're going through now, but Joseph and I, as we've experienced crisis over the last few years, we've learned to just cling to each other, man, and to know, even though he may be getting on my nerves or I may be getting on his nerves, we are not each other's enemy. And so it's those times where we can still laugh. I remember one night we didn't know where we were going to sleep. And so we were off somewhere and we just laughed. And we just laughed about our misery. And we were just like,
you ever had time to laugh to keep from crying?
Literally.
That's literally what we were doing.
Yeah, and so we were just laughing like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Like what, and we started kind of just thinking and imagining what it would be like to tell our story. Oh my God, we're telling it one day. And we just found joy in each other, man. And so laughter, my father, Pastor Brandon Clark, he's an amazing pastor. But he always told me, like, T, laughter heals the heart, it heals the soul, and it makes everything better. And so it really does. So find those times where you can laugh with people and just laugh past the pain, man. There's no use in like waddling in it. Just laugh and be joyful.
And another thing is you have to cast off anxiety. That's our next point.
So
just
good.
Cast off anxiety. The Bible says, be anxious for nothing, but in all things pray unto the Lord. That's how you get rid of anxiety. You pray. You pray that mess off. You don't need that. Stop watching the news as far as like how many body counts, how many deaths, how many counts are in your city, in your state. Just let all of that go. Man. If you trust God, trust God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trust God.
Absolutely. And finally, just know that this time will pass.
Yeah,
it will pass. And we can't just, focus on what we're going to do 4 days from now. Man, I just want you to take a second. I just want you to breathe in deep.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that, like, peace is available for you, that is available to you at any moment. That you can even close your eyes and imagine that you're on a beach or something. But don't worry about, who would have known that we would get stimulus checks during this time? No one. And so I think that's so amazing that the God who feeds the birds and the God who feeds the fish in the sea, he loves us and he will take care of us. And so we just we hope we gave you guys peace today. We hope you feel a little bit better about where you are. Tune in every week. We'll be covering quarantine topics. We'll be laughing as usual. And we'll be loving on you guys as we love on each other.
Absolutely. We love you guys. Keep your head up.
Peace.
God, we thank you. We thank you for everyone that's going through this season right now, this COVID-19 era, whatever it is we want to call it. But God, I thank you that you are our covering.
Yes,
we thank you that you are our foundation. It is in you we find trust. It is in you we find strength. You are our refuge.
Yes, God.
You are our strong tower. God, we thank you that you are our covering. God, I thank you that even as you kept the children of Israel, as you breathed and you kept them as the death angel was going over the doorpost, God, I thank you that your children are marked and they are covered in this season. God, I thank you that we are yours and you are ours.
Awesome. God, we thank you for just loving us during this time. God, we just pray against anxiety. We thank you for being our peace, for being our hope, God. And we thank you for just taking care of us during this time, God. I thank you that no mouth will be unfed during this time, God. I thank you that no bill will be unpaid during this time, God. And for everyone that's watching, God, I thank you that you're just providing each and every specific need, God, and not just resources. I thank you that people will have a brand new name, a brand new purpose when this is done, God. I thank you that you will get the glory out of everything, God. And I ask that you even touch people who are maybe dealing with grief from losing loved ones and from losing things, from losing jobs, God. I thank you that you're bringing them supernatural peace, peace that surpasses all of their understanding, God. And so we thank you that you're just covering everyone as this passes by, God. And I thank you that we will smile. I thank you that everyone watching this video will smile again and will laugh again. And we'll just find our peace in you. In Jesus' name.